everybody, my name's Noah, this is Noah's Everything Adventures. First, I want to give a big shout out to Rob Scallin. He's finally posted after 2 months, and, yeah, plus, I'm using his video for a reaction. This is his newest video. It's playing the first solid body electric guitar. Well, it's complicated. What he means by that is he's going to the Les Paul exhibit. I don't know where this is. All I know is he's going to the Les Paul exhibit in a Discovery World. And he looks at the actual first Les Paul guitar, like the guitar that he made, that Les Paul made. They talk about Fender. That guy's, I don't remember his first name, but his first name Fender. His last name is Fender. The other guy's last name was Bigsby, and then we have Les Paul. And this is a good video. Hope you guys enjoy. Let's react.
Hey everybody, we're here at Discovery World today in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. They have a Les Paul exhibit here.
He said Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Gang. I currently live 45 minutes away from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I used to live in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Fuck. Alright, let's finish this.
And we're going to be checking out some instruments that were absolutely crucial in the creation of what we know as a solid body electric guitar. And it's 2020, so we're all going to be wearing masks. Just assume I'll be smiling throughout.
This is Les Paul.
What is this?
This is so that you can see how strings move.
Oh, wow.
That is cool.
That is so cool. Now I'm just turning into a 12-year-old. Where's an octave? You can see that the amplitude is here, and at the note it's not vibrating. This is a whole other video. Okay, I'm done being a 12-year-old. We can move on.
Talking about Les Paul, when he was 12 and 13, as he was playing his acoustic guitar,
Currently my age, I have an acoustic guitar.
the box was vibrating.
Yeah.
In addition to the strings. And he said, I don't want to hear the box vibrate. I just want to hear the strings. Although he did want to amplify it better. He took his dad's record player.
Yeah.
He took the arm off, pushed the needle into this, taped the arm there, plugged it into his dad's radio. And I said, Les, how did that work? And he said, I got a lot of feedback.
Yeah.
So then he thought, well, okay.
Alright, so something confusing is, I don't know how old she is. This is all happening in the 40s, guys. So 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. So, I don't know when she was born. At least if she was born in the 20s, she's over 90. So they don't know how she's still doing this in that good of shape and everything. And B, I think we found out who made the first whammy bar.
I need to get rid of the hollow part. I need to fill it up. Next thing he did was fill it with plaster of Paris.
Why do I have a feeling that's not the actual guitar that he did that to? Oh yeah, that's because it isn't. They just, why? Why would you do that? Like, try and get the original guitar. And you know that's not the original guitar because, trust me, it'd be a lot worse in condition.
What? That looks like there was some big mistake somewhere.
And how the fuck, how did he get in there? How?
And he's only 12 years old. I said, okay, how did that sound? He said, well, I had to get a new guitar.
Yeah,
totally wrecked it. This didn't work,
So
but I still
it.
want something really solid. And he said, what's the most dense material I can think of? Well, Les lived across the street from a railroad track. And in the 1920s, railroad guys would come by, and if they found a piece of rail that was flawed or whatever, they would physically cut it out. He said, well, that's the densest material.
I guess you can say the first ever electric guitar. I don't know the history on this, but I'm pretty sure it's the first electric guitar. I mean, that acoustic that he fucked with and basically broke was, but I guess this is the actual first fully electric guitar.
Material that I can think of. So he got the 2-foot piece of rail, the spikes that they used.
Guys, just so you know, that is the actual one. that he made.
This is from his mother's telephone.
Okay, so
The
this
microphone.
is the microphone also...
Anything in a glass case is the actual thing that he's either... So you can see, like, the outfit. He wore that. Everything that is in a glass case he's either made, played, or wore.
Basically just a magnet, like a guitar pickup? I guess a pickup is kind of just a speaker in reverse.
Right. So then he took just the guitar string and strung it across. You put your finger in there and pull it.
So it works. And why would you have it open? Someone can easily cut that screen. Just saying.
And Les said
Sounds like a bass guitar, yeah.
you could go out and get a sandwich and come back and it would still be going.
Yeah, because that was a big thing that was different. Like, acoustic guitars didn't really have sustain like we know with electrics. So what year was this?
About 1929, he was still in high school when he was doing this. So he called.
So now we're jumped way into high school. I feel like it's not an exact track. Maybe she should explain the rest of the stuff. Instead of jumping up 12, 13. Oh, now he's in high school. Just skipped a couple, 4 years of his life, That's fine.
His mom, and he said, look what I've done, and listen to this. And she looked at him and said,
This is...
Lester,
I don't know if there's a market for this.
the day that you see a cowboy on a horse with a piece of rail, I don't think so.
You could make a claim this is...
See, then in this time, I'm pretty sure they had cars, okay? But a cowboy? Where are you living? A cowboy. Cowboy? Like, you couldn't compare it to a rock star or anything else. Not a rock star, because rock wasn't a thing then. But, you know what I mean. And why is it only in Milwaukee? Why? I have to do more maths and facts on this, and then there'll be a part 2 to this.
The first,
continue.
solid body, one string.
It's very solid.
It's very...
So
That's an old-time gent stick.
from this, we want to look at the log.
Yeah, I love this.
So this is the first ever solid body electric guitar, and she's about to explain it.
Yeah, let's walk around this way. This is it.
Yeah.
It's a log. This happened in New York, 1942-ish. He was good friends with the people of the Epiphone factory. And so the factory was closed down on Sundays, and they let him use it. Les was thinking, okay, I know that rail worked really well, and I love the sustain and the lack of feedback. What can I do? So he took a 4x4, which you see in the middle.
Yeah, this is
and
just
the
a
dark
solid
one.
piece of wood.
It's a solid.
Guys, so that is literally a log. Jesus.
4x4 piece of wood, and he put the Epiphone neck on it, and he strung it and put his pickup on it, and he took it to a club in New York called The Chic, and he said, I played it, and it sounded fantastic. But he said no one was responding.
Yeah.
They didn't react at all. So then he thought, well, maybe it's because it doesn't look like a guitar. It looks kind of weird.
Oh, so he was playing without these sides at first.
Yeah, guys, so those sides, not a thing. It was just a log with a neck and strings, and somehow it was electric. Let's just get back to
Guys
that.
weren't there.
Oh.
Yeah. I would have thought somebody playing a chunk of lumber would have attracted a little attention, but it didn't.
Huh.
So then he went back to the Epiphone factory, took an inexpensive Epiphone, sawed it in half, and you can see he put the wings on it.
Yeah.
Went back to the same club, and people said,
Guys, those are literally brackets that you would use to, build shelves.
wow, what a fantastic, what is an instrument? This is so great.
That's so funny. I love that it has a whammy bar on it.
Yes.
Right out of the gate, it has a whammy bar.
Yes, it does. And Les talks about that, that he put a whammy bar on it right away.
Oh, and it even has a spring, and it even works a little bit differently than you would expect a whammy bar to.
He took this to Gibson, and he said, I'm telling you, solid body electric guitar is the wave of the future. You guys got to build this. They looked at him, and they get him out of here.
Yeah.
And they called.
Huh. Gibson. Don't you have a Gibson Les Paul? Come on. Guys, so you know the Fender Telecaster? Doesn't that look similar? That'll be coming up later in the video.
One's gonna be interested in electric guitars.
And they called him the guy with the broomstick. So he moves to California, and he becomes friends with one of his neighbors, Leo Fender.
I didn't realize that they were friends. I figured that they were just
they were friends. He said Leo would come over, and we'd sit for hours and hours talking. And then he said,
You hear that? Leo Fender, the Fender creator. He created the company Fender. Now, the first ever Fender was... I can't remember the exact name. But again, it is coming up. Just wait and see. You'll see. It's coming up.
friend Paul Bigsby, the three of them sitting around.
Did you hear that? Paul Bigsby. You know Bigsby guitars? Fender guitars. And then Les Paul. I mean, they're all together. Right there. Chilling. You know? Like, just as friends.
The backyard.
All the names you see on the instrument are just like hanging out. Yeah.
Talking about solid body electric guitars, the wave of the future. And he showed them the log. The three of them were fascinated by it. And in the meantime, Les keeps going back to Gibson. And they keep laughing at him. Leo eventually says, Les, how about you and I go in business together? We'll call it the Fender Paul guitar.
Really?
And we'll create our own solid body electric guitar and sell it. And when Les told me this,
That never happened.
I said, what did you think of that? And he said, I actually seriously considered it for about a day. He said, I told Leo I need to think about it. He said, then I went back to Leo and I said, I really like the idea, but I've had this relationship with Gibson and I'm sure they're going to come around sooner or later. And Leo said, okay, but guess what? I'm going ahead.
Yeah, that's so fascinating to think of Gibson just think, no, because now Gibson embraces the Les Paul so much.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people don't realize that Les Paul is even a person. The guitar has become so iconic that they just think of a Les Paul as a Gibson Les Paul.
Yes, either they don't realize Les is a person or they'll...
What about the Epiphone Les Paul? What about the Fender Telecaster? Fender has, that's the Les Paul. Oh, that felt good. A nice juicy one too. But what about these other Les Pauls? Why only Gibson, Rob?
I think he was only Les Paul and Mary Ford, just the performer.
Yeah.
Because Les is unique. He's the only person who is in both the National Inventors Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Is she Mary Ford? Question mark.
And also the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So, Les keeps going after Gibson. When Leo makes his guitars, he gives one of his first guitars to his buddy Les. Les is on Gibson's back again and says, you guys, you gotta move. Because if you don't do something, Fender's gonna, in his words were, rule the world. So...
I mean, for a little while, yeah, they had the only electric solid body guitar.
Mr. Berlin, who was the owner of Gibson, at the company that owned Gibson at the time, said, all right, bring Leo's guitar and bring your broomstick. That's how it all started.
I love how it attaches from the sides too. And it's just purely aesthetic. Just because people thought it looked weird without the body on it.
Right, just to help people understand it's a guitar.
This was probably just a pickup from Epiphone that they gave him.
No, the pickups he did himself.
Oh, of course, because they didn't have... Duh. I just can't imagine Epiphone or Gibson not having pickups.
Yeah.
Alright guys, now I'm not trying to get a copyright strike on my channel. So, here is Rob Scallin's channel. Go subscribe. This is where the video ends. You guys can continue it on his channel. You didn't see anything. Alright, so what I need you guys to do is pretend this is one of my videos. You know what? I'm gonna go do it on one of my videos. I'm able to do that. Because, what the hell? Alright, so, get out of here, icon. Oh, I can just go to here. What in the world? Alright, so we go to my channel, guys. And I see all of these. Go to any video. Whoa. So you're gonna want to like, subscribe. Can't do it to my own video. but you want to subscribe, put notifications on, and comment down what you want me to do next. Okay, now that is it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed. I hope please consider subscribing. Please consider hitting the bell icon. If you like and view this video videos a couple of times, that always helps a growing channel out. I'll see you guys next one. Bye.